And now it's time for Windy City Sports Talk. And your host, Ryan Young. Hello, Chicago. Welcome to this live Wednesday, November the 2nd edition of Windy City Sports Talk. The Cubs are still playing baseball. I am Ryan Young, and usually we save this for Fridays. It's usually Sunfather Friday, but it's the biggest day in a Cub fan's life in 108 years. Now, if you can find me a 108-year-old person, well, to remember this, it'd have to at least be like 113, then so be it. But he's back. The Papa Shando! The Big Galoot! Willy!
Thank you. Glad to be back. I have to tell you the reason I'm here. I work nights. I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I've got some serious eye problems.
What kind of eye problems?
I can't see going to work today.
Well, let's hope so. Let's talk about what took place here just less than 24 hours ago at Progressive Field in Cleveland. First inning, Chris Bryant, solo home run, 1-0. They end up getting a couple of guys on. Addison Russell hits a fly ball to right center. Tyler Naquin, Ronald Chisenhall come together, and neither one catch the ball. And therefore, 2 more runs score, and at that point, Willy Bonilli, that game was over.
Well, let me tell you that point. Speaking of that point, nobody's mentioned, there's back in the day, there was a similar play to that they call the Alphonse Gaston Act, where nobody knows what they're going to do, or who's going to catch the ball. And forever in history, it's always been called the Alphonse Gaston. And I'm surprised they didn't bring that up last night. But anyways.
No, Joe Buck only knows how to say Clayton Kershaw and Corey Kluber and Indians bullpen and Andrew Miller and every,
I'll have to give him a pass because he doesn't remember Alphonse Gaston. He's a younger man.
Well, his father should have taught him something then.
All right.
Even the non-baseball fans don't like Joe Buck.
Why is that?
Last night, I usually defend him. He was very homerish last night. The Cubs take a 3-0 lead, and you'd swear someone just suffocated his uncle.
Well, there's probably a part of him his father was for
Uncle
many
Buck.
years.
Uncle Buck, that was a movie, wasn't it, with John Candy?
Yes, it was. But, his father did not. He covered the Cardinals.
Yes.
How many years?
No idea.
A ton. So, part of him's there, but still, you told me about when this whole thing started out, how excited he was to be there. So I'm not dissing that out. And now every broadcaster's dream is to do what they call the 2 best words in any sport. Game 7.
Would you enjoy this? I'm not saying I don't want the Cubs in it because this is a great, great opportunity. But everyone's saying this is such a fun series, and it's all people that are non-Cub fans. I would be able to enjoy this series from a fan's perspective a lot more if I didn't have a horse in the fight or a dog in the fight, but I do, and that makes it much more excruciating to have to deal with these 7 games. You would rather, when your team's in it, you would rather see your team win in 4 games and have it done with. But that's not the Cubs' way. The Cubs' way is to pull it out at the very last possible second.
Well, that's been pretty much the scenario for most of the year, almost all of the year. They always come back. When you think they're dead, you want to lay them to rest. There's something they find, which is the trademark of this year's team. Young as they are, and I'm talking early 20s, they're not even feeling the pressure of all the things back when the goats and the cats and everything ran across. This is a different breed, and I'm loving tonight because I think they got some good momentum going into this Game 7.
Well, we still haven't even talked about what happened next. 3rd inning, Addison Russell comes to the plate. As soon as he hit the way the ball flies off his bat, you know when it's gone.
Ooh, and that looked at me like I thought Cleveland was a hard place to hit a home run.
Not when it's
but
humid.
when the weather's warm, That ball jumps.
And that's exactly what happened last night. Addison Russell made it 7-0. Indians kind of get back in it. Not really. They score a couple, make it 7-2. Then Anthony Rizzo adds that exclamation point in the 9th inning. That ball still might not have touched down yet. And it is a 9-2 lead. So I said a 9-2 Vic, or 9-3. They got another run in the 9th. First thing, everyone with the big deal of Aroldis Chapman. Now, do you trust him to go more than one inning tonight if he has to? More than one inning?
Well, to be honest with you, I've heard from other people, not just from hearsay from Cincinnati organization, and it was Joey Votto, I'll give you a name. Joey Votto says this man pitches, the more he pitches, the better he gets. And I'm going to rely on that, and I'm going to rely on my manager to know when to use him. Like last night when everybody must have crapped their pants because he's coming in. You know what? This manager does what he needs to do and knows how to do. Put him in the right spot.
But then you also look at it, and of course that close play at first base.
Yes, I do.
He injured his ankle. The trainers came out. Mm-hmm. The double play, I believe, happened right after that.
Can I make a comment on that play?
Sure. Or it was a one pitch out after that. But anyway, yeah. Or no, it was ruled safe, and eventually the replay made him out, so he didn't have to pitch anymore, but then he came in for the 9th. But his ankle's okay. I think he's going to be okay. Now, Jake Arrieta pitched last night. I'm hearing things online. And no reliable sources, but possibly Arrieta can go 30 pitches tonight. Lester said he's good to go. The only one I don't want to see is the only guy that's ever pitched a Game 7. That's John Lackey. He has not been clutch in this series. I think you keep him down. But really, this game is going to go from Hendricks to Montgomery to Chapman to I think Arrieta closes this thing out.
No, and I've heard different today. As a matter of fact, I'll rephrase what I make my own rephrase of what I call today.
Yes.
I call it balls out.
Now,
no matter what you got, who you got, when you need them, this is it. This is the grand finale.
Yes. Now you put it in perspective here. Everyone's saying, "Oh well," everyone's hoping that, or with the Kyle Hendricks thing, that he's only going to go a couple innings. But do you folks remember what he did against the Dodgers, against a rested Clayton Kershaw? We're going to get into this a little bit, but it's still a guy that is in the line for a Cy Young award. And I mean, if I would have told you in April that this guy would be starting Game 7 of the World Series, you would have looked at me like I had 3 eyeballs.
Correct, and even I thought maybe he was the weak link of the Cubs staff. Weak link turns in maybe to be the Cy Young award winner, except for now with Jake Arrieta snapping up 2 victories in the World Series. I don't know what to think anymore.
Did he get the other one too? Game 2?
Okay, he's won 2 games of the World Series.
Good boy. And tonight he's going to get the save. Dalton Joe West, Country Joe. He was behind the plate last night. Fairly good zone. And he almost went the whole game without making the game about Joe West. Because after the game, in the 9th inning, the Cubs were well in hand. Joe Manning decided to take Pedro Strop out of the game and do another pitching change because Joe West was trying to tell the catcher, Wilson Contreras, to stay there and to keep the game going. And Joe Madden made another pitching change. Pedro Strop then looked at Joe West and was like, it's not my call. So now when you go into this game, Game 7, which is the most important game in Cubs history since 1908, this game tonight is managed not per inning, but per batter.
Exactly. And I need to ask you a question on what you said about Joe West. I would like you to tell me who is the behind-the-plate catcher for tonight's biggest game
you mean
of
the
our
umpire?
life. Umpire.
Whoever was at first base last night. Give me a second.
This is important.
Let's see. We got the lineups. Not sure if that helps tonight.
You're a guy that's always about the
I'm
umps.
trying to get there.
I understand.
Looks like it'll be Sam Holbrook.
Who the hell is he? Hal Holbrook's son?
I don't know. Sam Holbrook should be your home plate umpire tonight. So that'll be intriguing or not. So you got that. World Series Game 6, Cubs win. That one was pretty much in hand early. And now you focus on Game 7. We will talk about that in just a little bit. Still got a couple of other things to get to before that. We got some hockey to talk about. Blackhawks last night get a win over the Calgary Flames of a final of 5-2. They lost in a shootout or overtime to Calgary the last time these two teams met at the Madhouse. Now the Hawks get a victory. I think that's big. And now with that, Chicago, every Chicago team has won, except for the White Sox, of course, have won this week.
They went fishing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but Chicago as a whole is on a complete high right now.
Yes, they are.
And when you can even throw a Bears win in there, you know it's a great week.
Oh, my
Talk
God.
to us about them Bears.
About those Bears, let me tell you.
NFC North champs?
No, let's not push the button that far. I will tell you one thing. I was very impressed with them the other night, and I'm not going to say they were flying around out there. But
I heard Jay Cutler with his motivational speeches and all this
all
other
of a
stuff.
sudden, he's going behind the bench, and he's patting his lineman on the back and smiling. I said, what's this all about? Even though he does have another, I think he signed to 2018.
No, he's done after the. Oh, I think he's got an option.
No,
but a lot of people are saying, and I want to ask you this question, is though ironically, is Jay Cutler all pumped up and excited and patting his teammates on the ass? Is he doing this because he's auditioning for 31 other football teams?
No, I think he's doing it because somebody got his back and protected his ass from being sacked 8 times a game. There's a lot that goes into the factor of a quarterback getting hyped up. If you've got no line, it's hard to get pumped up. The other night, what I seen from the younger guys that stepped up, they had 2 offensive guards out. Josh Sitton, and who's the other guy? 2 main cogs in the wheel out. These young guys come in, they're firing, they're off the ball, and it seemed like a whole different team. I was shocked. Absolutely shocked.
So now they're off this week, the bye week. They get a little time to recoup, and now they'll go to Tampa, the Lovey-less Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which was one of my 18 quarterbacks I've had on my fantasy team this year.
Lovey-less, that's good.
Yeah. Now that goes to the Illini. Ugh.
What's the record?
I don't know. They may have a worse record than the Browns. But so you look at that, and now you have they're on the road the next 2 weeks after this week at Tampa, at Giants. This team, you stay positive in a possible 4-6. That is, and this division. I'm not saying the Bears are going to win the division, but it's a chance to get out of that hole fairly quickly.
Boy, I'll tell you what. And I hate to say it,
but you love to say it.
God bless you, brother. I never thought I'd have to have Cutler as my savior, but they did look like a different team. And I'll give them another chance.
Okay. And of course, Friday will be your final Son-Father Friday until the Bears make the playoffs.
Oh boy, there you go, pushing that button again. You got the Bulls winning the whole thing too.
We're gonna get to the Bulls in a little bit. They tip off tonight in Beantown. Against the Celtics.
Ray John Rondo's stomping grounds.
We're going to get there. Let's not put that cart in front of the horse like you tend to do in every sport and every conversation.
I like my horses.
No.
So.
You don't watch any with any carts, though.
That's okay. That would be boring.
I was at Wrigley. I forgot what it was for this year. But the horses were walking down the street. Or maybe this was Nashville. I don't know. It was somewhere. But they had, how they let the horses crap all over the road? They had a crap carrier right under their ass. So when they shit, it just went into a bag.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Because, who wants to step in shit?
Instead of a feed bag, get a shit bag.
Yes, I want to say that was Nashville on Broadway. So probably. Because you got to keep Broadway.
What an innovative idea.
Yes, you got to give them credit there. Or that could have been Wrigley. I've seen the horses everywhere. And tonight, folks, they are calling, there's no days off today for Chicago Police Department. If it goes the way you expect it, Chicago will never be the same again, one way. And second of all, what else do you really want? This city is just waiting to I'm waiting to scream in frustration because you know how I get. I'm more into the arguing with stupid people.
Yeah, Facebook.
It's not just Facebook. I
call it Two-Facebook.
Nick Alexson just chimed in. He said, "Hey, brother, listening to you and your pop on the Spreaker app on my way to Chicago. Wish my pop was here to witness tonight. Go Cubs, go Hendrick. Hendricks wins 5-2 Cubs tonight," is his prediction. We'll give our predictions a little later on. But as
Thanks, Nick.
And Nick, he's a big listener of this program. I appreciate it very much. And I mean, of course, like I continue to talk about, like we completely glance over the Hawks. That will come, ladies and gentlemen. Like I told you guys yesterday, I'll try hockey, but don't expect this to be an in-depth show about hockey.
Okay. Not at this point.
No, I mean after this, even the winter. I'm a Bulls guy. Bulls will be my main topic after tonight, but we'll see what happens. And you know what I'm very furious about? And I hate to put there goes that cart with the shit carrier or the you know the
feedback
poop bag.
on the ass.
Yes, but I hate putting the cart in front of the horse. But I have a utter bad feeling that if the Cubs win it tonight, they are going to put the parade on Saturday, the one day I work. I can't. I will.
Oh, you know what? No, I handle that.
Oh.
It's called eye trouble.
And I have a boss that's a Cub fan. He lives in Antioch.
Do you understand?
But there's 450 people there, and we're low staffed.
Mm-hmm. And eye trouble is sometimes you just can't see getting there.
I really don't know. Let's just get there first, and I'll worry about that later. Part of me also thinks that they would do this Friday. Friday would be perfect. Papa Sean, you don't want to go down there, you said. You watch it from afar.
I would as much as I'd like to be there.
Because my goal is if they win it and to get there, I want to watch it and leave. I want to get out of the city pronto. So if you want to go, it's like literally we go down there, watch the parade, and come right home.
You're pushing the old man again.
Yeah, because how many other times are you going to say you got to see a Cubs World Series parade?
Well, the way the young as they are, it may be. Well, I mean, not what you're.
Well, you know, you got your mother, hi Grandma, and your brother, hi Mitch, listening right now.
Yeah.
You don't think your mom would want to go see a parade in Chicago? And Mitch,
I already know.
He's not back on the bandwagon, is he? Because you know the Brewers are on the Brewers are on TV these days. Well, not now because they're fishing, but didn't he?
You had to rock him on that.
Yes,
one?
because I've rocked him about this for years now. Is that he became a Brewer fan because the Cubs weren't on TV anymore? Well, guess what? They're one of only two teams that are left on TV right now. So feel free. The bandwagon is full of newcomers. I don't care.
No,
just enjoy the party.
Deep down, can I make one comment? Deep down. Years
Go
and
deep
years.
down.
I am. I'm diving. Years and years being in my house, wherever it may be, from Silver Lake back to Chicago where I started and then came back out here.
Yes.
My family watched me.
I know.
Sit in front of a television, pour my heart out, and I believe their hearts where mine is today.
I'm going to get a little sentimental on you here.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know how you're going to react to this question.
Oh, boy.
Okay. January 1st, you lost your brother. He was a Cub fan. We went to Cub games before. What do you think this would mean to him, knowing that the Cubs are just 27 outs away from winning their first World Series since 1908?
He was a diehard. My baby brother was a diehard. Like I say, it was my family. But Joe, God rest his soul, would have been on cloud 9 tonight. He'll be I don't want to say that thing like George Carlin. He'll be looking down. In my heart, I know that he would be thrilled to death to be a part of this. It was a big part of my life on this day today.
And like Nick Alexson said, he wishes his father was here. Obviously, you wish your brother was here. And I'm sure they're all up there partying with Ronnie, Harry, Jack Brickhouse, Ernie. There was a picture on Facebook yesterday of Ronnie Woo before Game 6 visited Ernie Banks' grave. Kneeled down and put some...
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh. So it should be a very... and it's gonna, and that's what's going to happen with a lot of fans tonight, if it happens, is that you're going to have that rush of so many Cub
Right now,
fans.
that's the biggest word in the world.
What?
2 letters.
I know. If. And if this does happen, because this is the closest if we've ever had, that is the first thing a lot of people are going to think about are the loved ones that they are no longer here, that they wish that were there.
You hit the nail on the head.
Because as soon as say that last out happens, when Jake Arrieta closes it out, and all everyone's gonna think is, yes, Cubs won the World Series, but they're gonna be like, I wish my dad was here, my mom, my grandpa, my grandma, my brother, my sister, my aunt, my uncle.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How many times have I told you that I hope this happens before I leave this great?
Very much so, and I know there were the years when they lost 100-some games, and you remember what you told me? Don't forget to put a World Series shirt on my grave.
Oh, boy.
And you're going to get a chance. You're 60,
I don't want
you're
one on my grave.
You're 63 years old, and you have the opportunity to get not only one, but a bunch.
It's a good time to retire.
Next topic.
Okay.
Is this going to become the son-father show every day? You're going to be here every single day?
I'm going to be retired, so I'll be able to be with you as much as you want me to be, and I'll be.
Let's ask the universe. I hate that word. Let's ask the I don't hit my Windy City Sports Talk listeners. Do you guys think that he should be a full? Because I believe you're retiring in June, July.
I will be retiring next year, probably in July.
Nick lost his father November 16th, 2002. So he even missed the 2003 Cubs.
God bless you, Nick.
And
it hurts, and I wish Pop was here for you. It means a lot.
This is the deepest Windy City Sports Talk I think I've ever done. It's been deep.
It's pretty heavy.
Yes, it is. So we're gonna take a Windy City Sports Minute. When we come back, we're gonna preview Bulls, and we are gonna preview World Series Game 7, Cubs Indians. That's next. This is your Windy City Sports Minute for Wednesday, November the 2nd. Well, the Cubs have been able to string together 2 consecutive wins in the World Series after trailing 3-1, and they win it to a final of 9-3. The Bats wake up behind a great start by Jake Arrieta. Cubs win 9-3, and they force a Game 7 tonight on Fox. First pitch will be exactly at 7 o'clock. Kyle Hendricks, Corey Kluber, winner take all. Blackhawks on the ice last night get a win over the Calgary Flames with a final of 5-2. Bulls will be back on the parquet floor tonight as they will be in Boston to take on the Celtics for the second time this season. First time the Bulls got a victory on opening night at the United Center. That'll be at 7 p.m. on ESPN. That is your Windy City Sports Minute. Now back to Windy City Sports Talk.
What are you doing?
Okay, we're back here on Windy City Sports Talk on this beautiful Wednesday. Now,
you looked outside lately?
It's not weather-wise. It's raining cats and dogs. Peony on a traffic report sleeping.
But the sky is beautiful royal blue.
Nick says he loves the team up. Loves the show as is. I have no complaints.
Thanks, Nick.
So possibly next summer we'll work out something, but right, because I plan on, this is my plan in life, is that I was supposed to go to broadcasting school this upcoming this spring. I've decided to push that back one more year to save up money. I've given up gambling. I'm now 7 weeks of not gambling, which is a record for me.
Good for you.
So I'm trying to keep that going. And then I would start spring of 18 and be graduated by summer of 19, where I'd be 28 years old. They have references through 670 The Score and ESPN 1000. A radio show would be something I'd love to do. My dream is to be a Major League Baseball announcer. That's the one sport I know the ins and outs of everything. So why not? Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about was, since it's been such a dark show today. Not really dark, deep. And Jose Fernandez, that kind of took me by storm that when that happened. And you said there's going to be something more to this story, and you actually hit the nail right on the head. The toxicology reports came out. He had double the alcohol level, but for you folks that don't know, on September 25th, he died in a boating accident, him and 2 friends, at 2 a.m. In South Florida. So, and double the alcohol level, and he also had cocaine in his system. I don't think that's going to tarnish his reputation because he was a great pitcher and a guy that always tried to help people out or whatnot. But it's still a very sad ending to a heartbreaking story.
Son, as I told you when I first heard the story, I don't want to get on you because you jumped my bones because you said no way. I will tell you one thing. When you hear about anybody that's out at 2 in the morning and things like that happen, your first sense is to go there. It's part of life. These are young men. They're out having a good time, and unfortunately a horrific accident happens. It's part of life.
And you said when people are out till 2 in the morning, bad things happen. You know what? If the Cubs win tonight, I'm going to visit Michelle and Uncle George's till 2 in the morning.
Holy cow, I didn't think you were going to... Oh, I didn't even brought up Harry on that one. Holy cow, I didn't think you were going to bring that up. You could be... would you go past 2?
I think that's closing time at Uncle George's.
Oh, my God.
But we'll see. And then, of course, if they lose, I sit in my room blind shut for 2 days. So...
Yeah, but the sun will rise tomorrow.
Sun will come up tomorrow.
I said the sun will rise. You better rise with the sun.
Well, I do.
Because you are my son.
Well, I gotta rise.
Well, you better.
I'll be here. Okay, we have totally got off topic. We got 3 minutes left. Bulls, Celtics, tonight from Boston, 7 p.m. ESPN. Bulls are 3-0. I'm pumped up for that because that's my next that's my gateway drug if something happens, if it doesn't go the right way today.
4 Bulls.
3-0, Dwayne Wade, Rajon Rondo, Jimmy Butler. It's all going well. The last time they were 3-0, they won an NBA championship. Give me one word about the Bulls so far.
First of all,
I said one word.
Pleasant.
We got 3 minutes.
Back burner. That's 2.
Well, it's one word, I guess. But okay. So the Bulls, Celtics, we'll cover that tomorrow. We don't have time. World Series Game 7 tonight. Kyle Hendricks, Corey Kluber, 7 p.m. Okay, folks, I wanted to, for you folks that don't understand baseball all that well, when a starter, this is the 3rd time Kluber started in the series, a normal starter without any days off for a team, if they're going through a game stretch, a pitcher pitches 3 outings in 15 days. Corey Kluber is pitching his 3rd start in 8 days. So, does that tell you right there? I want a prediction. We got 2 minutes left. Are they going to Kluber?
I don't know about clobbering Kluber, but I will tell you one thing. It's a short leash. It's a short leash for everybody.
But that's dangerous.
They have 4 other relievers to sit behind them. If we get the Kluber right away, nice.
It's over.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoever scores first probably wins this game tonight.
Because we have a lot of pitchers too. They're going to come on to the scene that have never been in this predicament.
That's how it's going to go. Okay, you ready, guys?
Yes.
It's going to be shutout. We're going to have a low-scoring game. John Smoltz had extra innings last night. So what's your final prediction score?
4-1.
4-1 Cubs. I'm going to say no score till the 8th because, of course, the Cubs got to really drag this nerve thing out because that's just the Cubs' way. Andrew Miller's still in the game. And it's going to be a solo home run by Jason Hayward.
Oh, Andrew Miller?
And then Jake Arrieta is going to come in and close the game in the 9th.
Well, everybody has a dream.
That's what they call a hot take. Solo homer. I'm waiting for that big hit. I said the whole season would be on it. Tonight is your night, Jay Hay. Do it. Cubs win 1-0. Hayward 8th inning home run off of Andrew Miller. Arrieta closes the door. Have a great day, Chicago. Not yet. We're not letting go yet. We got less than a minute left, folks. I'm just letting you know. If they lose tonight, it's not the end of the world. You're allowed to have the Cubby Blues for a couple of days, but remember, this infield, the oldest guy is 27, 28 years old. This team isn't going anywhere till 2021. The only thing you have to worry about are the salty Sox fans because this Cub team is so much better than anything around here. And this team is going to be so good for so many years. So that's gonna heal the pain. And if they win, just don't do anything stupid. Embrace the moment. Point to the sky. And remember that your loved ones are up there watching because this is something that hasn't been done in 108 years. For Willie, I'm Ryan. Have a great day, Chicago. And go Cubs.